and smoke and smoke and mirrors. This episode brought to you by Fisher Price's My First Apocalypse. And now, here's a song. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Hey, hey! It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. And now here they are, your invenerable hosts, Carlos Kareem Wyndham. Hey, chillins. Happy Hump Day. I think that's the first day I didn't try to smoke the microphone. That's tasty. Let's smoke again. Why not? Everything is smoke. It's smokety smoke out here on the West Coast, up and down. We'll get into it. I'm starting to smell it. Coming into the house again. If you were here the other day when Sarisa and I were here, Riss, we watched the sky turn orange that day, and well, I got to watch it all by myself today. It just turned orange all up on me. Whoops. All right, here we go. Thursday, September 10. Life has plans. We had once again scheduled Esperanza Turvalon Garrett. Well, Oregon Fires had a different plan, and well, my friend is okay. My friend is alive and well and healthy, and that's all I'm going to ask right now. They and family are moving from Ashland. They are now safely someplace other than Ashland, and that's enough right now. Essentially, all of Oregon, all of California, all of the Bay, all of the west coast of Canada up to Vancouver, we're basically on timeout. If you're looking for any of us right now, fuck you. We can't. We can't see. The sky is falling, and it is literally falling. So we're just doing the best we can. That's all we're doing. We're doing the best we can to maintain. The children are in school. We're telling them that it's normal. People who were supposed to travel are not going anywhere. I'm wearing a very structured jacket. It's things are different. When the sky is orange. Shout out to our friends at Bloom. I'm all up in that gelato today. I hope you have something lovely for yourself. I truly, truly do. This is the time. I'm dressed up because do you know what? When the fuck else am I going to get dressed up again ever? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. And anyone telling me that they do know is full of shit. If you've known me for any period of time, you know that when we would go out for our coffees, do you have a warm bevy? I hope you do. I would explain that the reason that I drink such fancy coffee and that I'm such a fancy lady is because I don't know for how much longer, we will get to be fancy. And so I think you should be as fancy as you can for as long as you can. I'm also reclaiming that word. If you know me, you know that there was a time in the past where I may have taken a lover who said to me, "Ooh, you fancy," but said it sort of like with a tone and an accusation, and that is why they are no longer my lover. And very happy in the partnership I'm in. So I promised an update on foods. I was talking about foodsies before we had such a plethora, a cornucopia, if you will, of guests over the last recent. Shout out to Tres Manos for yesterday. We were out in Spain. We were out in Barcelona. Shout out to Riss. We got all up into it in Black Portland. Here's the thing. I am so tired of the joke of there aren't any black people in Portland. I don't know what Portland you live in, sweetheart. We've been over this. Evidently, you've never been on a bus on Christmas Eve in Portland because you're going to see nothing but black people, including the driver. We exist. We do exist. And that hackneyed idea is one is a tool of white supremacy created by white people to reinforce the idea that Oregon is created specifically for white people, which it fucking isn't. And that was their intent, but they lost. They lost. We won. They lost. And two, why, if there are no black people in Portland, is there a black community in Portland? Riddle me that, motherfucker. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't appreciate that. Anyway, in the areas that I walk, it is very black Portland. I like it because I will hang out with a black person at a time. And, when I have to be with the whites, which is also often listen, Hunty, I'm not suggesting that Portland is a black city. I don't mean to be precocious or flying fast and loose. What I'm saying is, though, that you're not going to walk around Portland and not see black people. You're going to see black people almost everywhere, except perhaps around Lake Oswego. Do you know? Anyway, I had promised before that we were going to do a little bit of food update. I was telling you that because I am a fancy, I was going to try to do some food things that appear fancy. Now, they're not that fancy. I'm going to say that too. They're not that fancy. They're very fancy, but I didn't do it for the fancy. I did it for the fancy and for the economics of it. I was finding, as I think many of us, that I was getting mouth bored. I was getting a bit mouth bored. And in my quest to not be mouth bored, needed somebody to show me things to cook, and also needed to recognize that as an immunosuppressed person, I'm not going out to the shoppings, to the farmers markets to figure out what's the fresh veggies. So I needed someone to bring them to me. So I did a box. I did do a box. This box is HelloFresh. And the first little dish I'm doing is a poblano, a roasted poblano with, what is that? That is, what do you call it? It's a potato of a kind, sweet potato, roasted sweet potato, poblano, and 2 cheeses, and in a 2 tortilla situation, a little bit of a quesadilla. And I'll tell you something. It's tasty as fuck. I was surprised that it as tasty as it is. One of the things about it is that it is It's not a prepared meal situation. What they're giving you is a bag of groceries and some instructions. So it took quite a lot longer than I had expected. But it also does mean that I got to do the alchemy of the cooking myself. And that is, for all of us who love being in the kitchen, important. If you do not love being in the kitchen, I suggest staying away from this particular box, HelloFresh, because it will mean that you're going to get like a list of instructions. You're going to get recipes you've never seen before. It's going to be like a whole fucking thing. I do dig that it is very, very recyclable. Everything is broken down very easily. It is non toxic. But it is not like a meal just shows up and you just dump it out, and it's just there for you. It's not. It is tasty, and it is the real poblanos. I mean, it's real. It's. Do you know what I'm saying? My mother's from New Mexico. This tastes like the real shit. It's tasty. The other thing that I did, and I told you that I was going to do, is I was going to be super fancy. And I do get my coffee bean. There's the thing about the Pacific Northwest in your coffee beans. They're too dark. You roast all of the fucking caffeine out of it, and almost all of the coffee places, there's a little bit of a sour taste that can only be altered by putting like two or three granules of salt actually in the motherfucking coffee. Here's the thing. No, I don't want to have to do that for my coffee to taste the way coffee should taste. I want my coffee flavored coffee flavored. So I get my coffee flavored coffee shipped in. I do that. I am that person. I added to that the croissant that I had told you about, that my friend Stephanie, rest in peace, motherfucker, had said. You know who she hates is people who are so fancy that they say and overpronounce words like croissant. As do I. Like the croissant that I had purchased for her when we went and got our nails done. I got croissant for Brooklyn. And what I did is I had them shipped up. When they got here, they were still warm. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then I do you hear that crunch? What I did, I ordered me a pack of about 10, and I took them out. I individually foiled them, then individually saran wrapped them, then put that in a freezer bag. Now, I pull that out. Pop those bad boys in the oven. 3 minutes. 3 minutes is nothing. And in that 3 minutes, I get a fresh croissant from Brooklyn. And it tastes like a croissant from Brooklyn. It is butter wrapped in dough. It is a fantastic treat. It's the best thing. And I'm going to say a thing to you, my friend. I'm not making you hungry. That's the weed. That's the weed. Mm, delicious. So we are going to, I want to start with a treat and end with a treat today. Do you know what I'm saying? We all need a treat today. Today is hard. No, 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 no. Mm, mm. The ASMR that you were receiving is so much better than that I was receiving the other day. The forced ASMR of like, ooh, ooh. It was quite a lot. It was quite. I'm sure they can hear me doing that. Um, Maybe they think I'm fucking too. I don't know. I'm not. I have all the carbs. I have all the carbs. The other thing is I'm very sore because I'm exercising quite a lot because I have all the carbs. Mm. Put it away. Put it away. Mm-mm-mm. We can handle this. This is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Um. All right. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. Some people try to clean it up when they have children. You know what I'm saying? Some people when they have children, that becomes a priority. Clean it up. Clean it up. I need to clean up the way I dress and clean up the way I act. I need to stop being so hedonistic. I need to I need to be grown up now. I need to watch my language and clean it up. I'm not that parent. I'm not that parent. I am I am a foul mouth, swear like a pirate all the time parent. I am a oh do your friends know how I talk if I have to give you a ride kind of parent. Um do you know, because I like to give warning beforehand that they may hear a fuck or a shit or two. They're not going to hear any B's or C's. I don't do the B's and C's. I'm not comfortable with it. Yesterday, Bradley did a C. He did it in a European way, though, and he's lived in Europe for 20 years. Those are the only people who can do C's anymore. Nobody else can do a C. Don't drop a C. That's not. Women can drop a C. Women can drop a C. But nobody else should be dropping C's. It's not. It's icky. It's icky. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it in my mouth. I do like it in my mouth. I love it in my mouth. I don't like it in my mouth as a derogatory term. That makes no sense to me. All of this is truths that my child knows about me. Because we are honest. My child knows so much about myself and about the world because we are honest with each other. My child, not to get off into parent land, is somebody who I am fortunate enough to like. Do you know? I know so many of us are not. So we accidentally birth assholes, and that it's not always your fault. Do you know? I know nice parents who have asshole children, and it is some people are just born to be an asshole. Some people are just born to be an asshole. I'm very lucky. My daughter is not. I can say confidently, my daughter now. I used to say my daughter for now. My daughter for now, because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. Not. I was sure that I didn't listen. I was sure that she had a vagina when she was born, but I wasn't sure that what her gender identity was. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that is not to do with what is whether you have a penis or a vagina or both or neither. It is not relevant to your gender expression or who you are necessarily, right? It's so much more than that, and we understand that at this point biologically, as well as physiologically and emotionally for many people. And the youngs are free, right? The youngs don't care. The youngs, it's not. They will fuck. They just fuck. They would fuck if it could be fucked, and it doesn't matter what body, what meat puppet, what marionette, the soul happens to be in for these children. They don't care. They love the soul. They love the inners of a person. And I love that about them. And so I waited. And my daughter, I'm getting out of the habit of just saying my child. I want to give her full identity because she has chosen it affirmatively. Has said to me, finally, because she used to say, I'm not sure. I don't know. Do I feel like a boy? Do I feel like a girl? I don't know what that even means. I said, I don't know what that means. why don't you wait? Hold out. Find out what it feels like. There were occasions when it was asked that I refer to them as Bobby. I'd gladly, sure, okay, Bobby, you got it. Not even an issue. I don't care. When she was a young, she loved wearing skirts. Then all of a sudden she wanted to wear nothing but sweats and hoodies. Not an issue. I don't. For me, you do you, boo boo. You do you, boo boo. We'll figure it out. And this 11th birthday, we had a chat, and within that chat, I asked one more time. So, you know, I'm just wondering, are you feeling any more clarity on your gender expression, or how do you feel? Do you want me to call you she? Do you want me to keep calling you child? Does that work for you? I mean, you're a preteen, you're a tween officially. Tween in what in our generation would have been a teen's body, but a tween nonetheless. Prior to all of the organics and organic GMO touched foods that all the children have that make them giants. And she said, "Yeah, no, I think I'm a girl. I don't always feel like I'm a girly girl, but sometimes I do. And I think I'm a girl. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is, Daddy." And I said, "Okay, all right. So does that mean she?" And she said yes. She said yes. And so, do you know what we did? We had a piece of pound cake, because that is how you have a gender reveal party. What you don't want to do is to have a gender reveal party that's going to lead to the entire world being on fire. And what we know about this particular, what I know about this particular gender fire that we are all experiencing together now, is that either the idea of having pyrotechnics involved for the reveal was the idea of the father, or it was a boy. But either way, we all get to celebrate together. Just kidding. Because Oregon's on fire too. It's not just Cali. I'm supposed to move over because it's going to be things here. Hold on. Here we go. Boop, 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 doot, 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 doot. There we go. Ooh, that looks like a newscast situation. Yeah, the fuck. That's exactly what the fuck, Lisa. There was a gender reveal party that involved hyper pyrotechnics. Those explosives that we've all been hearing recently since pre the 4th of July, mysteriously. That then the army came into town. They used some of those to celebrate a gender reveal, and now everything is on fire. I honestly, if anyone remembers if that was California or Oregon, sorry, I have a metal ruler here that I just bumped into, and I have a metal ruler because, of course, I do. I'm not going to make that joke. It's too easy. I am blessed. That the reveal of the gender for the parents, the very important information about the genitalia of a baby, set off a lot of these fires. Not all of them. That's the thing. And now what's happening is the governors are sort of blaming everyone for fires everywhere else. So, right. So what's happening is, like, Oregon is pretending that the smoke over us is from California, but California is pretending that the smoke over them is from Oregon. But what? The whole West Coast is on fire, so that's not working out. Here, there's also an additional thing happening in that menstruation cycles are all fucked up. I know that because I have a daughter. A daughter. Um, and I know that because she has begun her menstruation cycles, and we're on the clockworks, and we had the schedule all set up in the phone and all the things, and the levels of disturbance in the past couple of weeks are levels that, based on conversations I've had with a few of my friends and colleagues, are impacting many women's in Oregon. This has to do with the fact that, combined with all of the fires in the air, is all of the tear gas, because the Army has been gassing civilians for 94, no, 100 and wait, I'm sorry. What day are we on? Hey, Justin, what day is it? 107? Are you can anyone verify, is it protest day 107 in Portland? Can anybody verify? Uh, they've been gassing, though, for very nearly of those 107 or such days, about 30 to 40. So there are signs in certain neighborhoods, including my own, where my child lives, saying, hey, there's toxic gas in the air, and it's not good. It's not good for yourself or for your body at all. And so it's been a magical celebration of my child's 11th year. I was raised the same way. We've talked about that. I was raised with a very open understanding of sexuality while our kids were in school together in preschool, and yours were talking about, my flower has the button. My child was the one going, I don't know what you're talking about. That's your vagina and that's your clitoris. So you really should learn your own body. Keep that in mind too when you're talking to your children about race. Keep that in mind as well. It was 102. Thank you, Kel. Thank you, Kel. So much appreciated. You are forever and ever my friend. 102 days of unrest in Portland, and people asking why, in the quote unquote whitest city in America, there would be protests for Black lives. Well, I think in the question you will find the answer. I'll give you a minute. It's a thinker. But it's not just here. There's fires everywhere. And what I really want to say is that all fires matter. This is the Bay Area. This morning, about 9 a.m. That is a beautiful purple, though. The sky was all purple. There were people running everywhere. But it's not purple. It's orange. The sky's all orange. Princey Prince, he had it wrong. He was off a little bit. Oh, the world has been so fucked up since Prince died. We just need more Prince, and there's not going to be any. People won't go into Rona lockdown, and we are they won't wear their masks. They won't cover their mask hole. White people are finding ways, and fascists are finding ways to sneak in their fascism, their racism, when nobody's asking for any of it. And now the sky's orange. That is not a doctored picture in any way. P.S. Like in any way. Smoke and mirrors, that's the time. I think it's time for another smoke. What did I say I'm smoking? It's delicious. This is delicious. Gelato. Shout out to our folks At Bloom. Shout out to our folks at Bloom. I do have I am getting an air purifier. Again, these grown people level purchases that I am making, that I am very, very, very fortunate enough to still be employed enough to make, are things that I have denied myself my entire life. I will be 49 in a month, and I have refused to buy myself anything of quality for a very long time. I didn't believe that I had earned or deserved it, and that you had to be super, super, super rich to do things to take care of yourself. And that is stupid. Black people, brown women, brown femmes, you have been paid for. Do what is necessary to do the real self-care. And self-care does not mean going to risk it all to get your nails done and get a cappuccino. Although, yes, it does. But it really does mean taking care of yourself and realizing maybe now's not the time to get your nails done. We can find out what we're really made of without the artifices of those things. If it's in you, if that beauty's in you, it's going to come out, whether your face is beat or whether it's not. If you can beat your own face, if you can do your own makeup, great, wonderful. Have that. Do that if it makes you feel special, wonderful. Don't go have someone touch you in your face right now. It's so close to your face hole, and they can get their own fingers near it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. Anyway. What was the other thing? There's another thing. Oh, that's too far down. We're not talking about that. Oh, this right here. This is the map. This is the map of the fires. This is a new creation because there didn't used to be a fire map for the United States for fire season. That's not a thing. I grew up here. I know this. We didn't have that when I was young. When I was young and it was summer, there would be pictures of the sun in the sky, and we would just go bicycle riding and running through sprinklers and fucking off. And I went to theater camp. I ate McDonald's and it was, I watched soap. Fall meant I was excited for new backpacks and office tools, like my metal ruler, It did not mean that I had to find out what was happening according to both the virus map and the fire fucking map, but we do, and it is everywhere. And again, it is because of a gender reveal party. That's not how you do it. Just have a piece of pound cake, if you even give a shit what your baby's genitals are made of. The sky is turning orange here again, as it did when I was here with Rissa Riss the other day, as I said, and we got very distracted and ended up going almost 2 hours. I apologize. I know you did not sign up for a movie. You just came here for a little chat. That's too long. But some of you stayed the whole time. God bless you. Thank you. I think you were here for her, but thank you. Nonetheless, if you're back again. That's another real-time undoctored photo from a window in the Bay Area of the sky right now. What it is that we have a problem. If the sky is orange here and the sky is orange there, and there are fires everywhere from all the way down to, I believe we can see here, Santa Monica to Los Angeles, all the way up to Canada. We'll find a little bit of it over there in Montana, and straight down through Colorado and Arizona. You look carefully, you will see it on the other side of the Rockies as well, sort of surrounding the Rockies on either side, and highlighting it like a river. Like there's two rivers of fire on the other side of a mountain ridge that covers half of the continental United States. So everybody's fire is all their own, and that's why that is happening. And I know that the California's governor is blaming us in Oregon, and again, I do want to say all fires matter, and that's just your fire. That's just yours. That's just yours. That's just yours. It is, yeah. It is all day. It's all day. It's we all are living in this hellscape. This is also the Bay Area, as is this, as is this, as is this. This is Portland. This is also Portland. This is what we're dealing with all together. This is what it is. Everybody's in it. Everybody's in it. If you're on the West Coast, this is affecting you. Do you know what I'm saying? We have to do something about it. Robert Downey Jr. is in this mess. Jason Momoa is in this mess. Do you know what I'm saying? We have to fix it. National treasures are in here now. It's everybody. It's everybody. What do we do when the air has become poisonous? When the air has become poisonous. The sky was all purple. There were people running everywhere. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any answers for that. I will say this though. Do something fancy for yourself. If you have the means, go to the ends of those means and do something for comfort. Here's the thing I've been doing. I've been calling and texting colleagues all day and telling them I love them until it gets uncomfortable. And then it gets comfortable. It's magical. You push through. You push through. Tell the people that you love them. You better do it. You should do it. You should do it. You don't have to do it. I don't give a shit. But do it. Definitely do it. I don't give a shit if you do it. But you should do it. Or don't. I don't know. Maybe don't do it. Maybe don't do it. You know what? Fuck them. Like my racist Uncle Bob. Why would I call him? He's a racist. It's not my friend. It's not my friend. Have treats. You should have some treats. Please stay tuned to the end. Got a treat coming up for you. It's a little song I did with my friend Aaron Wallace. I love you, Ryan. I love you, Ryan. We recorded it to honor somebody who we love, who's also fancy. We both love her, Dolly Parton. People who know me deeply know that I love some country music. I love black country music. Lionel Richie did a version of "Stuck on You" with Hootie of the Blowfish. It's Darius Rucker. I know his name is Darius Rucker. Stop it. Did a song with Hootie. Lionel and Hootie did a remake of "Stuck on You," emphasizing the country flavor of it all. I love country music. And if it's a white person who's not a complete racist, I can listen to their country music too. And Dolly Parton recently came out and said, and I quote, do you think our little white asses are the only lives matter? No. Of course, Black Lives Matter. for Dolly Parton to say that, while within the black community, it is a small gesture, given that she is somebody who is a recovering white person and a developing race trader who took down the Confederate flags at Dollyland quite some time ago, who renamed the North-South battle situation at the Dollywood theme parks because, ew, no, I don't want to be on the side of the South. What am I doing? She has been evolving and reclaiming her humanity through her entire life. And so we did a little celebration. We did a little song. We did a little cover. It's also for people who were working. When we first did this, there were jobs. So when you look at it, just remember that the cover that we did was also referring to the old world. But I hope it's a treat. I hope it's a treat. I hope you get a treat, and I hope you treat yourself. And I love you. This has been Smoke and Mirrors. There are so many ways that you can share this experience with the people that you love. First of all, you can just pass the J. What does that mean? That simply means sharing the show. You could share it on your page. You could share it with a friend. You could join. You could join the community at the Smoke and Mirrors page. If you're on the YouTubes there, there's YouTube rules. You're supposed to pound a like and smash a button and ding a bell, and I don't know the YouTube rules. Do them, though. If you're a YouTube person, that would be great. Another way is you could actually become a patron of this. Some people have done that from anywhere from $5 to $20. And some of those people include Ruthie, Erica, Amber, Aaron, Seth, Lisa, Kristen, Renice, Michael, Natalie, Juliet, Tarika, and Tracy. And I did all of that in one voice, and I'm still speaking on the same voice to tell you that if you do not want to give the commitment, second breath, of becoming a patron and you still want to throw down $5 on it, you can. It's totally possible. It's totally possible. You could do that at Venmo at Carlos-Wyndham. You could do that at Cash App at $CK Wyndham. You could do that at PayPal /me.CK-Wyndham, WINDHAM, like the slave owners who formed the jazz label. That would be some ways. Some other ways you could communicate with the community. Communicate with the community. I'm going to act like I actually meant to say that, and I wasn't just stuttering and worked my way out of a corner. Would be to look at some of the cutesies on the IG at Smoke and Mirrors CCB. Would you like to see some of the thoughts that I hold in my head that form into these shows before they get here? You could look at that at Twitter at Caballo Negrito. I'm not spelling that for the monolingual because fuck you. You only have about 15 days to learn Spanish, evidently. Also, do you have an idea about somebody who should be on this program? Do you have an idea about something you'd like to talk about? Well, you better hurry up, motherfucker, and you should write to me at smokeandmirrorsccb@gmail.com. I will be here fiddling on the deck of the goddamn Titanic until the ship is down. This is an event that is produced and hosted by myself, Carlos Kareem Wyndham. This is also produced by Tracy Tatamy. Listen, would you please take care of yourself and take care of each other and wash your hands. Stay inside. There's no air outside. I just saw somebody jogging. I don't know what you're doing. Stay inside. The air is made of fire. Oh, God. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I love you. I love you so much. Okay. Be here tomorrow. I love you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out in the streets, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me.
Come on.
They let you dream just to watch them shatter. Just to step on the boss man's ladder. But you got dreams he'll never take away. You're in the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. They got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. And you spend your life putting money in his wallet.
Looking at my check, it's another circumstance. Gotta holler at my boss about another cash advance. Rent keep elevating, pay keep stagnating. Gotta go on time, cause my second job waiting. And my patience with the dream that America been feeding while my tax trumped up. Bank account pleading, need the coffee and the weed to keep my cheap even. So I can keep believing in the system, but I see it, it's a rich man's game. All got to play, 9 to 5, then a 5 to 9. Who could relate?
9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. They got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you dream about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. And you spend your life putting money in his wallet.
Cash rules everything
Working
around
9
me.
to 5.